Anissa and I have decided to step away from Creator Clash. We have relinquished control to our...
Do you like the dog?
All right, that's a little funny. That's a little funny.
You think so? Okay.
Dude, I almost gave him one. I actually almost gave Ian a W.
We have IDubbbz. Now, I did watch the original. I believe that video is on the channel. And now we get to watch the follow-up. And as you can see in the top left, there is IDubbbz. Haha, what a freak, the new king of incels. Doesn't really matter what the clip is, because I'm not focusing on that. You can say it's gross. I don't like the joke personally. It's whatever. It's about, well, we can listen to it.
Reached out. She wants to meet at the Motel 6 tonight at 11.
Sorry, wait, let's start that.
Can't believe I felt bad for you.
And
by the way, Anissa reached out. She wants to meet at the Motel 6 tonight at 11.
Excuse me?
Because I'm good.
Oh, is it breaking? Come on. Well, you can see, basically, Ethan is making a joke about how Anissa is cucking IDubbbz. First off, I really don't get the haha, what a freak. Because I thought this was like, thought it was, I don't know, progressive to be sexually open? Is it just that it's like, oh, he's shitting on my relationship? But I thought sex workers were real workers. Like, I literally thought, Ian probably wouldn't defend... I mean, it's weird, right? Because, you know, Anissa does do OnlyFans, and unless you're subscribed, you probably don't know what she does, but... I think Ethan making this joke is fine because IDubbbz has, you know, stabbed him in the back. Just in a tit for tat, whatever. The new king of incels? Good one, buddy. It just, I don't know, it's a microcosm. It just demonstrates how horrible Ian has become at insults. Because, like, come on. We literally cannot call Ethan an incel. It does not make sense in any way. This is like, I don't know, I felt like it was relevant because I got, I don't know, kind of the same style of insult on my last video. People just called me gay. It's really funny. Because it just doesn't make sense, and I'm not going to reveal that much, but like, come on, you know, it's just like, it just doesn't work. It feels like you are just lashing out. So, with that out of the way, let's get started on the video. So this is Content Deputy H3.
I was hoping that if I made a video about Ethan, he would act like an adult and he would keep the attacks directed at me and Anissa.
That is hilarious. That is gross. That's disgusting. That's icky. I don't know. I'm trying to remember what they said about stuff. Like, it was like nasty. That's what they called it. Whenever somebody did something wrong, they would call it nasty. The entire video, you said nothing nice about Ian, and it came out later from, I believe, the doctor in Seattle, the psychology in Seattle guy, that actually, you weren't going to say anything nice at all in the video. Not that saying anything particular, you can criticize somebody without being nice, of course. There wasn't really that much criticism in the video. It was a lot of, like, insults. It was like, this guy needs to get punched in the mouth.
Unfortunately, I was wrong in thinking that, because Ethan, in a desperate attempt to attack and smear Anissa and I, he started attacking our charity event.
I don't know if you know this, but last year they lost $250,000. To be charitable, you actually have to give money to charity, Hassan. You have to give money to be charity. It's like a slush fund for them.
Ethan and Neela are well aware.
Wait. Oh, wait, he's combating it now. Okay, wait, let's give him a chance.
That we raised $1.3 million for charity the first year of Creator Clash. The second year we operated at a loss, and I take full responsibility for that.
Do you take full responsibility for that? How so? Did you donate $250,000 to children? I don't think so. Now, I don't think I will give him credit. He did actually, you know, manage to donate $1.3 million plus some. So in total, between the 3 years, he actually did donate more than most people would like to say. Like, he did give a lot to charity. He should use that as a defense. So whenever he doesn't, whenever it's a shame that he's bald, so true.
And together,
Right,
the community and the fighters
Yes.
involved ended up raising $175,000.
That the community and the, I mean, does that count? This is the sorry, you missed a bit, but he's talking about how they raised $200,000 for Creator Clash 2, which they didn't. This was after Creator. They raised $200,000 because Anissa revealed to the world that Ian has IBS and people felt bad for him. Do you remember that?
No, I remember that very vividly. It just baffles me every fucking time.
Dude, that haunts me.
For charity. It's been really disheartening to see how often Ethan will attack Creator Clash through us or attack us through Creator Clash.
Ian and Anissa, masters of putting on an event.
He's reposting.
Do you agree? Are they masters?
I mean, they kind of are. I mean, they were able to gaslight people into believing that the only reason people don't like Ian is because he doesn't say slurs anymore.
That's true. Well, they gaslit us all. I really wish I could find that.
I've been saying he's been being a piece of shit for like 2 or 3 years now.
No,
after the
that's
Froggy
true.
Plus shit.
I think he also gaslit people into blaming his wife.
Yeah, and like I see it all the time with people being like, why do people not like IDubbbz? It's because he's not a racist anymore. It's like, no, it's because he's trying to fuck over people and he got somebody doxxed because of it and nobody cares.
Yeah. Wait, okay, I found... Okay, I don't know if I'll be able to find the timestamp, but in this video, this is where they tell everybody that it's not about charity. It's in this podcast.
It's not about charity.
It's about being VidCon too. Yeah, this isn't the right... I don't know what the timestamp is. I'll maybe...
God, he is so fat.
Yeah, no, that's what's funny.
It's so fucking funny to look at.
Dude, yeah, dude, his gun is on the table.
It's like, okay,
Yeah?
I'm trying to think of a joke, but I really can't think of anything past Nightmare Blunt Rotation. So we have Ethan, Ela. Wait,
okay, this is kind of a nightmare. I mean, just those two in any
it's not a nightmare.
situation.
This is the like epitome of the millennial circle jerk.
Dude, it is. Dude, every millennial looked up to one of these people at some point.
Can I just say I'm very excited for whenever Gen Alpha becomes old enough to make fun of us.
Oh my god,
Like,
it's gonna be great.
That's gonna be so much fun.
Well,
I hope they have a good time.
Gen Alpha's gonna be
Well, there
able
we
to
are.
make fun of us by having a job.
Not if we go to war first.
True.
And let's just say, I hope you don't live in the Czech Republic tomorrow.
I hope you don't live anywhere else.
I hope you don't live in the Czech Republic ever.
Yeah.
No,
Alright.
Prague's a beautiful place. Let's go.
Yeah.
troll accounts that are very easy to vet. If you click on this profile, it has a bunch of Sam Hyde adjacent.
So he's Sam Hyde adjacent, Obama.
1147.
Yeah, so he's saying this is a troll account because he's a troll asking for a refund to Anissa because so they were like blocking refunds for a while. I think you can get them now, but also, are you allowed to put that on screen? Can you see my mouse cursor?
No, I can see it. I'm not sure if you can. I mean, it's then.
I mean, it's not taken down, so
That's why he's fine.
Does it matter if it's a troll account if they haven't like responded to any kind of refund messages?
I don't
think it matters.
I'm gonna say probably they have, but yeah, no, it doesn't really matter anymore.
They have now, but at the time, they didn't.
Posts, and it just hates Anissa and I. Come on, dude, you're one step away from calling me a cuck. Just take the plunge.
Wait. You didn't see the tweet, did you?
No, it's the tweet.
I have it in Notepad. Give me a minute.
The quadrillion tabs you have.
What are you talking about? I have 2 tabs.
The quintillion tabs.
Yeah. All right, so this is the clip from what the new King of Incels is from.
Can't believe I felt bad for you.
drugs?
by the way, Anissa reached out. She wants to meet at the Motel 6 tonight at 11.
Excuse me? Vaxxed?
Because I'm gonna fuck him for her? Because she's the cuck?
I like that he says, I'm gonna fuck him or her because he's the cock. So yeah, he just
I thought he said because she's the cuck. I heard she's the cuck.
No.
Oh.
Okay, Ian?
Him.
Right.
Oh, he's gonna fuck Ian.
Anissa reached out to me.
You know, the first time that you made the Anissa the cuck
joke,
it hit really good.
Well,
I feel like each subsequent one we're getting further.
So no, he actually didn't call Ian a cuck. He called Anissa the cuck because he's gonna fuck Ian. Okay. That's funnier, actually.
He's highlighting this post that equates Crater Clash to a crypto rug pull. He's saying,
do you agree?
I mean, it basically was. Yes.
Yeah.
Are you shitting me? Of course it was.
Yeah. I mean, all those charities that put their name on there didn't get anything. Yeah.
And then he cried on camera.
He did cry on camera. He's cried on camera so many times, dude. Like, does anybody care anymore that you're like that he's just crying all the time?
Do I care?
I don't think so.
Do I care about any of this? Do I care about any of this, really?
No.
Do I want to care about this? Can you pull up the new Slop Live? I want to see what he's talking about.
Slop Live? Who's that? Dolan Dark?
That's Dolan Dark Est.
Back to Slop Live. YouTube is at it again. A YouTuber known as Catherine of Sky that does a lot of Factora and building games randomly had 3 of their channels terminated, tweeting out,
see, like, this is shit I'd get mad
YouTube
about.
for help. Now, this is clearly a mistake. For example, one of her channels was for Swedish-themed videos, such as a cooking video. Definitely breaking TOS there.
So this is like some old lady?
Well, she got a reply from YouTube and it was, of course, automated and completely useless, asking her to appeal. Now, an entire week later, she tweets out that all of her appeals are being automatically rejected and asks for more help, with Team YouTube replying, "There's nothing more we can do on our side to change the outcome. These decisions are made very thoughtfully. Thanks again for understanding." Also notice their response has the M dash, which is like the most blatant sign of ChatGPT. So yeah, 3 of her channels, which she relies on for her livelihood, are gone without a trace, with no explanation. And all she has to deal with is bots replying to her. And apparently during all of this, she's been recovering because she's recently suffered multiple strokes and blood clots in her brain, which I imagine is pretty similar to dealing with Team YouTube. Thankfully, it does seem this has gotten some traction on Twitter, and hopefully this slop can also help get some attention, and maybe an actual human from YouTube could help her out.
No, that actually is something worth being angry at YouTube about. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's really shitty.
For once, I'm like, you know what? Fuck you, YouTube. What do I have to say? The slop is automated and completely useless.
So true.
the event is going to be worse than TanaCon. Can't wait for them to blame us for their failed event.
No way. So Nick to Oreo reference. Ela donated to him. Which very, very bad optics. I can't believe, dude, if Vosh wasn't in his Fortress arc, I don't think she would have done that.
Probably not. But
do you think it's worse than TanaCon? Because TanaCon people like almost actually died, right?
Yeah, no, TanaCon is always going to be worse. This is just like, this is more frustrating than anything because of how long it's been going on.
Oh wait, what about all those kids with cancer who didn't get $250,000? Well, sorry, it was actually like $250,000 that just never even happened, right? So it could have, if they managed it correctly, it could have been 1 or 2 million.
So really what I'm trying to say is that the TanaCon was bad from the start and everyone agreed it was, and even Tana had to agree that it was bad.
Yeah.
This is just a constant back and forth of, it wasn't that bad, or like, you know, you could stop bringing this up now.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you fucking scammed people and also were a complete piece of shit to your contestants.
Oh, totally.
And your wife that for some reason just...
can't stop fighting people.
Your wife whose mother can't seem to help herself from becoming a part of this for whatever reason.
Yeah. There was another thing. Wait. It's like Anissa the Greasy? Yeah, dude, that's a horrible name, by the way. Replies, I think. So when she was watching Country Girls Make Do, by the way, What the fuck? Why would you ever say that in any context? Why would, like, with you as girls, why would you say, like, you know the image that that's referencing, right?
No.
I'm killing you. Country girls make do. This is like a horrific image.
Let's see it. Don't send it to the wrong person this
I
time.
cannot show this on screen, I don't think.
I don't doubt you. What is this? I've seen this figure. I remember.
Yeah, now you remember.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay. So, retweeting the content nuke, hanging out with Denims. Does she hang out with anybody ever actually besides Denims?
I don't know.
I'm trying to find it. Maybe she deleted it. It's definitely on the H3 stream, but whenever Ethan was having like a particularly twitchy moment, because you know he has Tourette's, right? He has physical Tourette's.
Yes.
I think it's probably made worse by stress, and so he's having a bad moment, and she tweeted out drugs.
Drugs.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't worry, Ela. I'm not going to blame you guys for anything Creator Clash related. I know you're terrified of taking accountability for anything, so that will rest solely on my shoulders.
What do they have to take accountability for? Yeah, it does rest solely on your shoulders, you and Anissa. How the fuck? Can you explain this to me? Because I keep hearing this. Who the fuck? Like, how does H3 have any responsibility for the way Creator Clash 2 turned out?
I want Sam Hyde to make a boxing tournament. Please.
He should. He absolutely should.
Don't make it for charity. Do not make it for charity. Make it all the fish tank contestants beating the hell out of each other.
Oh,
I don't
totally.
care.
Like if Fish Tank 4 was like, or 5, I don't know which one they're on now. It's like a boxing thing. They recorded everybody.
They're on 4, but they're doing. Did you ever see Blood Games? Do you know what that is?
No, is that 3 or 3.5?
2.5. It's basically they made a role playing game, but real.
That's cool.
It's kind of cool, actually. It didn't last
cool.
as long. I think it was only 2 weeks. She was way more into it than I was, but overall, people really liked it.
Sweet.
But I can't speak for the internet. The internet might actually blame you guys for it. Now,
a lot of the internet has blamed them for it for some fucking reason.
That's why I'm very glad I don't have Twitter anymore. I just live.
Nah, I'm internet obsessed. I can't get rid of it. My brain is.
How much Turkey Tom merch do you have?
I have the Stop Gooning shirt. I have the Stop Gooning hat, and I have the Turkey Tom metal band tech shirt.
Yeah.
With this recent revelation that people are just going to use Creator Clash to attack Anissa and I.
Why is this a recent revelation? They've been doing it since the first one, like before that even started, right? Like the voices got louder, of course, but like especially after, like, how is this recent?
Anissa and I have decided to step
rent free, I guess.
True.
Away from Creator Clash. We have
relinquished this is cool.
That people are just going to use Creator Clash to attack Anissa and I. Anissa and I have decided to step away from Creator Clash. We have relinquished control to our.
Do you like the dog?
All right, that's a little funny.
You think so? Okay.
Do you know what the reference is?
No.
Ela posted this when Trump lost in 2020.
Oh, okay. Okay, that with a little context. Okay, I get it.
It's a little funny.
So what do you think about them leaving? Do you know who's taking it over?
No, who's taking over?
It is... People have disputed this, so it's not 100% certain, but I'm pretty sure it's the Game Grumps company that took it over.
Really?
Yeah, or at least the same company that they use for touring has decided to take it. The other one that I've heard, but I'm pretty sure it's the Game Grumps, is that Logan Paul's company took it, but I don't think that makes sense because why would they take on something failing?
I thought Jake was the boxer, not Logan.
You're right, sorry. I get
Even
them confused.
Then, he wouldn't need that. He would not need that. He already did the Mike Tyson fight. He's fine.
Yeah, he can keep pulling up retired boxers to fight.
He'd dig up Muhammad Ali from the grave if he could.
Who took over Creator Clash 3? Real Good Touring.
That probably is the Game Grumps' touring company.
That's, yeah. I'm pretty certain it's
fuck?
them.
Hold on, Real Good Touring.
Is it Markipliers?
No, it is Game Grumps.
It is Game Grumps. Okay. That seems funky, because now that puts Aaron in a weird position. Like, nobody's made the connection yet, right? But I feel that that's, okay, well, now none of the responsibility is on Ian. Is it on Aaron instead? Or is Aaron delegate? Like, he just owns the company, and it's delegated completely.
Business partners who ran the previous 2 events. They're very capable.
They did not run the previous 2 events, by the way. They helped run the second one. I'm pretty sure they barely helped with the first one. It feels weird taking away a face from the whole thing.
Yeah, it does.
They know exactly what they're doing. They run events on a regular basis. The event is still happening.
Hey.
Anissa and I just don't have any financial ties. We don't have any ownership. We are, I think
so
just
weird.
going to be known as the founders of the event. Yeah.
Wait. Okay, you remember how there was like a big controversy after the second one because one of the people who helped run it tried to take it over?
Do not.
Okay, well, the second one was very confusing, right? Because they're like, how the hell did you lose money on an event like this? Everything should have been perfect. How did you guys fuck it up? And so the co-runner tried to, like, he audited Ian and Anissa. He's like, the money has to have gone somewhere because there's no way it lost money. It did. I wonder if that was Aaron or Susie. Yeah, but if that was the case, then I doubt they would have participated.
They probably would.
I think it had to come to this eventually. I can't keep my mouth shut. I can't. I can. I just didn't want to. I want to be frank. I want to be honest. I was very quiet during the second Creator Clash.
I feel like he hasn't been honest in a while.
Well, that's the thing. He's been quiet, but it's like, yeah, you're being quiet because when people are calling you out for something and you're not saying anything. Oh. You're letting your wife and her mother take care of things.
So you know what's funny is he actually hasn't been quiet. He's actually had, I think, monthly or weekly uploads to his stupid fucking podcast channel. So he's been talking about it, like, I think a few minutes every couple of videos. So he actually hasn't been that quiet. By the way, did you know that this used to be like a fucking Let's Play channel?
That's sad.
Ian, Anissa, and whoever their editor is occasionally do Let's Plays. It's very weird.
This is like watching Super Mega get into drama. Oh.
Hey, you know what? They actually turned out to like pretty positive from that one.
They came out pretty strong from that one, but it was also because the people fucking birthday party.
Oh my god, yeah.
Can we get a shirt you didn't invite me to your birthday party?
Dude, we should, with that one guy crying on it.
Yes.
Okay, wait, sorry, I'm pulling up their channel because I want to see it, what it's like. Oh, their views are not doing too hot.
Yeah. Well, I think that's just the way that things have been going for a while now.
You know, that is kind of true. So one of the things that made me want to get into drama is specifically because everyone is booming. There's not a single drama channel that's dropped views this year. But I feel like every time I look at one of the classic channels, they've they haven't fallen off. They're still making stuff that's probably still decently funny.
YouTube is a drama platform.
It is. It's become a drama platform. It's crazy. But these people need views so they can help make the drama later. Why do you think they aren't fighting in Creator Clash again?
Can I say that again?
Why do you think Super Mega is not fighting in Creator Clash again?
Probably because of the shit show that was Creator Clash 2.
That's probably true. My suspicion is that it's because Ian and Anissa are friendlier with like Morgue Pie and Dawn's ex-girlfriend. What's her name? You know who I'm talking about though.
I don't think I do.
It's the one who started the super mega drama.
Oh, that girl?
Yeah.
Oh, her. If they're friends with her, I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of hard because Anissa posts with a different woman like every couple months.
Like how your only subscriptions are VidQ and the Game Awards.
Yeah, so vidIQ does like some back end stuff to inform you, like, can your thumbnails be better? Can your titles be better? Whatever. And the Game Awards was well, you know why. To watch the Game Awards.
Watch the Game Awards.
Watch the Game Awards.
Because I was afraid of how that would impact other people. This year I said I'm going to do something different. I'm going to fight back if someone's trying to attack me. So that's what I did. And now I've realized, like, I can't really have my cake and eat it too. It's either you're going to talk shit like a foul beast on the internet, or you're going to have a charity event, you know?
Do you agree?
Yeah.
Really? I don't think
like
so.
You need to pick your fights on YouTube. If you try to do all these things at the same time, especially when doing charity events and also just being a trash talker on the internet, they will never go well together, because that's how you invite this shit to happen in the first place.
No, that's true. I mean, his entire thing with like Content Cop H3 caused Harley and Lena to leave. But I think if he just targeted different people, he would be fine.
No, it really can't be both. I'm very proud of the event that we made with Creator Clash. It's still happening, June 28th. I'm just not going to be involved in it. Please, for the love of God, support this event. You know, I feel...
Might just donate to charity.
Just donate to charity, yeah. Actually, you can now just donate to... Here's what's hilarious, right? You can just donate to charity. It's crazy. Literally on their website, they just have a button where you can just donate to charity. And none of it goes to Creator Clash.
Well, there's always that whole thing of like, you know, people need like incentive in some ways.
Sure, yeah, but it's just like all he's done is tied the charity button to the Creator Clash webpage. That's it.
Put in some incense just to get a little nicer smell in the place. It's supposed to be lavender, but now it's starting to smell like curly fries.
Oh, nice. Or not nice, depending.
I mean, okay, now it's starting to go away. Now it's just like a nothing smell, but I swear to God, I smelled curly fries for like a minute.
Have you watched this guy called Ubos Labs?
I can't say I have.
I started watching him. He's like a PNG tuber, but he does like science experiments in giant quotation marks, and he tried to smoke steak using incense. It turned out terribly.
I could take a wild fucking guess, but
they're fun videos though.
I'm like cutting off an arm so that I could escape the bear trap, and so I can fight.
Put yourself
That's
in
a
the
bad
bear
analogy.
trap.
You guys get it. We've already told all the fighters, and it seems like most people understand.
Oh, okay, wait. I had this ready. So he just said he told all the fighters, right?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
This is the Freddie Wong stuff, I'm guessing?
Uh-oh.
Illustrious fellow warriors and event handlers, I hope everyone's getting a good day's rest in. In the wake of the new announcement video detailing the change in ownership structure of Creator Clash, or to be more accurate, the brief statement detailing changes in the ownership structure of Creator Clash, followed by 28 minutes of continued relitigation of what I'll charitably call internet nonsense, there remain some lingering questions that I, as well as I suspect, the other fighters would appreciate clarity on. As I noted in my previous message, I would expect communication with the fighters to be at the absolute top of your priority list, as I don't believe any of us enjoy finding out about the substantive developments via 15-second clips from muckraking Twitter accounts. What is the communication strategy and cadence we can expect from the organization moving forward, and how do we ensure we the people signed up to get the punched in the head received information ahead of the general public?
Yeah, so they're finding out about events from drama videos, and it's only the people who, like, can be bothered to watch it.
Freddie doesn't deserve this.
No, he doesn't. There's 3 more pages of this, so do you want to...
Are we reading all this?
Yeah.
Ian noted in his video that I can't really have my cake and eat it too. You're either going to talk shit about a foul beast on the internet, or you're going to have a charity event. It really can't be both. Does this mean we expect continuing back and forth post separation? While I don't need all the minutia of the separation agreement, are there non-disparagement or broader agreements in place to protect CC's reputation and public standing? What are the plans to proactively address the communication miasma?
Yep.
Miasma?
Yep. You're good.
That, at least for me, disincentivizes any social media comms, as I prefer to spend my time training and not slogging through the comment output of the internet morons, parroting the talking points of the streamer they have pledged allegiance to. How are we reasonably expected to promote this event? What are the plans and projected timetables with regards to finding replacements for the drop fighters? And what is the strategy behind how they will be rolled out? At the onset of the event, the character of the individuals on the fight card was a major factor in my participation. What say we do, the fighters, having this decision? What assurances do we have that whoever gets recruited doesn't bring in more controversy and negative attention to the event?
Okay, so I'll read...
Those are reasonable questions, though.
These are extremely reasonable. I wanted to pick up on this because I haven't seen anybody else pick up on it. They don't even know how they're expected to promote the event. Nobody has told them what to do, and
no one wants to promote this event now.
No, definitely not. So, there have been 2 instances that we know of requested promotion. Okay, the first one is an hour after the content cop H3 dropped. They asked Alina from the H3 podcast to promote the event. That's insane. The other one is Tubbo, who is like some Minecraft YouTuber who's probably going to be a... whatever, I don't want to say that. He'll probably be in his own controversy, as almost every Minecraft YouTuber tends to be once they hit like 22, 23. He said that they asked them to respond to specific tweets. They have no strategy. They're dead in the water.
Not even like, oh, post like fighter videos about yourself. We'll provide you like press kits, or like we'll help you out with the production of it. But like, what is this?
Yeah, no. This is nothing. This is a disaster. This is Ian hopping off the Titanic after he crashed it into an iceberg.
Just about.
All right. Do we plan on continuing to honor the commitment of pay parity amongst the fighters, and does that restrict the organization's ability to feasibly find replacement fighters this close to the event? In other words, if we're paying everyone the same, do we think that amount should be enough to commit a fight-ready heavyweight and welterweight willing to withstand the crossfire by being in the midst of aforementioned internet nonsense? So there's 2 things. One of the reasons Harley left is because either LA Beast or the Minecraft YouTubers are getting paid more than everyone else.
Really?
Yeah. It's not clear who it is, but it's most likely one of those 3. Or 3 of those 3. They agreed on $15,000 to be paid to everybody to train, PR the event, everything else. But it's likely that one of those 3 or 3 of those 3 got 20, 25, 30,000 more.
Yeah.
The other thing is, I don't think you can get a boxer prepped and ready in 2 months unless they were preparing for a different event.
It doesn't matter like what kind of event it is. 2 months of training for like any boxing event is never enough.
No,
that is not even close to enough. And isn't that what like well, it wasn't the biggest thing about the whole Froggy Fresh shit was that Chris Raygun had to fight someone that was like twice his size.
Yeah, Chris Raygun got like fucked over in that fight. And you know, for the first one, I think there's a bit more generosity given because this is their first time fighting and putting on the whole event, and it's more of a watch your favorite idiots come and fight. But because it's become serialized, you'd expect better preparation. Moving forward, what are the plans and projected timetable to market and promote this event? Who is taking the lead on this? An individual? A PR agency? Can you provide the outline of the comms approach given the current situation we're in? What is the timetable for updating social media and the event website to more accurately reflect our current lineup? This was because Harley was on the card for like a week after he left, and Lena, I think, was only cut out yesterday or 2 days ago.
Why was Lena cut out?
So she also left because IDubbbz attacked her boss.
Oh yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah. While I appreciate the desire to ensure all outward comms contain substantive information, I will also note that the longer everything is out of date, the more we invite further ridicule and the more chaotic this event seems. Having run my share of organizations at various scales, I can appreciate the complexities of internal versus external communications, cadence, and tone. However, I believe I speak for all of us whenever I say that the current strategy of zero prior communications or heads up internally to the fighters is an unacceptable methodology moving forward. Providing dates for upcoming announcements without any information as to the content of those announcements is not enough. Our current trajectory does not instill confidence, and I look forward to hearing about what substantive changes we plan to implement. Finally, I'd like to stress that I speak here for myself, but I encourage my other buff gladiators to chime in. I'm tired of stressing out about this stuff in the dark. Let's stress out about this stuff together.
Yeah, he's probably saying everything that everyone wants to say, because nobody wants to have to ask the question of what the fuck is going on.
Oh, totally. Well, everybody wants to ask it, but they don't want to be the first.
Pretty much, yeah. That's really what I'm trying to say.
I think this also, this just shows that IDubbbz and Anissa were being like terrible communicators. And I really wonder how like they managed to push through the first 2 events.
Well, more than likely, like, because the first event, the only thing I can think of was Sam getting barred from it because he had trained Harley.
This shows like there's there's no morale. People aren't sure what's happening. I am also a little surprised that they haven't asked Freddie Wong to help, because it seems like he needs something to do.
I mean, I don't know what Freddie gets up to nowadays, but like he's always just kind of like ready to show up, and he's like, "How are you doing?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm doing good."
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what the fuck you do.
Totally. When's Video Game High School Season 4?
Never. That's never happening.
Okay.
And I hope it doesn't, because it's great as it is.
All right.
And that this is the best move. If the previous content cop was entertaining to you, or this video is entertaining, or you like the message, the best thing that you can do
Where's
for
the
me
entertainment?
is to support
I was really about to
Creator
say there is
Clash.
no entertainment.
there isn't any. There's literally no entertainment available here.
It's the most like
There's no goofs, no gaffs.
It's boring. Is what it is. He has nothing to his voice. Like he sounds defeated the moment he starts talking.
Oh, totally.
Buy a ticket, buy a pay-per-view ticket, an in-person ticket, or donate to the fundraiser.
Why do you care?
I
You're
just
leaving
want to see
the
this
event.
event do well. You know, I didn't try this shit because I thought I was going to be a good boxer. I didn't think I would be an awesome event organizer.
Oh, that was another thing. Is that he was going to be a part of the event. I have this suspicion that he was going to try to be a surprise fighter, because he was begging people to fight him on Twitter. Like Ice Poseidon. I know Ice Poseidon for a fact. There might have been a couple other ones, but that's the one I know for sure. What the fuck is Creator Clash? Creator Clash is an event where this guy gets like a dozen or 24 other people to box each other, and these are all like popular creators from America and Canada.
Yeah, it's literally influencer boxing, but it's all for charity, except the second time they did it, no money was raised for charity. No money was raised at all. It was a complete disaster. And there was a few other things that happened before the event even happened, involving a creator getting basically kicked out for
getting into a fight with the host's girlfriend's mom.
That the mom started the fight.
Yeah.
It was very bizarre.
Yeah.
It was a very bizarre turn of events where somehow we expected like that to be the end of it. That was the drama of Creator Clash 2.
Kept getting worse.
Pretty much, yeah. And to the point where he's never been able to really
recover.
Yeah. I mean, he's apologized for it, but it's It just feels like he's constantly making the wrong decisions.
Well, he's constantly apologizing. This is like the first, like this month, I think he stopped apologizing and he's going on the attack.
He's going on the attack.
And so he attacked the one person actually promoting his event.
And you know, now I'm finally back to where I started, which is making fucking content cop videos.
He didn't start with content cop videos. He started with Gangnam Style Slenderman.
8, 7 of 8. Then I get 8 of 8 and I win.
Wait, I gotta turn this down because Gangnam Style will get me.
Gangnam Style will kill.
He's right there. He's right there.
No. He's right there.
No. Don't come near me. Don't come near me.
Bat bullying rich cancer patient. True! That's what we're doing. We're bullying a rich cancer patient right now. No, did you watch this? Were you here?
No, I do remember this. Now that I'm seeing it, I do remember this.
No, this is how he started. He was making like
shitty gaming videos.
Yeah, shitty gaming videos before he started. Well, I mean, aren't we all?
I don't want to
just want to make a Minecraft Let's Play from time to time.
So true. The Red Pill Chronicles, the Red Pill Journal.
Not the Red Pill Chronicles. Why do we keep going back to this? This joke is like 8 years old.
It is. It's almost old enough to drink in Italy.
I kind of do want to make it ham-fisted because I'm like, I spent my last fucking 4 years working on this stupid boxing shit.
How do you call it stupid boxing shit and then like proceed to promote it and like dedicate so much time to it?
He's just talking out of his ass right now. I think this is just unfiltered.
Absolutely.
I mean, it was
unfiltered words.
No, this is one of the things. He's so uncareful. He's so unserious. It's like, oh wait, like I feel like people are gonna take the wrong idea from it because I don't. It is just unfiltered. It's like, oh, did Anissa put him up to it? Well, did he not actually want to do it, and Anissa just made him waste all of his money? By the way, that's why I think he's doing Content Cop again. Is that he's run out of money.
He's probably running out of money.
Worth it, absolutely. But like, it's crazy.
Do you think he
that
needs
I
a financial
just turned to
advisor?
Content Cop. Having said
Yeah,
all that,
yeah, I think he does
Creator Clash
actually.
ticket link down in the description. Go check it out. Buy tickets.
Oh, you mean this stupid dumb shit event that you didn't want to do?
Support the charity, support the fighters, and have a good ass time. I mean, ultimately, I think it's a good thing because I think I am meant to roll around in shit. I think me and Ethan are both meant to be rolling around in pig shit all day long, and other people are meant to do boxing
How
or
degrading.
debating or whatever else. Ethan and me, pig shit rolling around type of fellas.
This is very
Yeah.
This is very like, not want to say like past prime because that's not what I'm looking. That's not the word
Washed
I'm
up?
looking for. This is very much like it is a bit midlife crisis. Yeah,
I think so. He discovered
it's a little
empathy at
bit-
32, and he's rediscovering Content Cop at 34.
true.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go grab a water.
All right,
Hold down the stream.
I will hold down the stream.
Thank you.
All right, chat. If you can see here, these two used to look a lot younger for some reason. Now I don't know how this could have happened. Some people say that they time traveled, but as we all know, time travel only exists in the Phineas and Ferb universe.
Time travel doesn't exist. It's just that Ian got cancer is all.
Oh yeah, and he lost all of his hair, and then Ethan.
He does look very tired in the video.
He's always tired. He's always angry now. It's like
Sickly.
He's either crying or angry crying.
That's a good theory. A game theory.
thanks for watching.
You like his shirt?
The cat. Do you like the cat shirt that Ethan's wearing?
Shirt. I had that shirt. I had
You
that
would have had that
same shirt.
No way.
Well, you know what? We finally found the 6 degrees of IDubbbz.
6 degrees of IDubbbz.
Yeah, you probably could do a 6 degree of IDubbbz actually. Now that I think about it, because he just showed up in a William Osmond video once. I remember
True.
that.
You know how you're like, there's a phrase like you're always 6 handshakes away from everyone in the world?
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm 3 handshakes away from fucking IDubbbz.
I'm like 2
Gonna go bald in a couple of days too.
in a couple of days. I'll shave off all my hair just for you, buddy.
Yeah.
Please say no.
I've got coach's strength, the will of Allah. I mean Yahweh. Yahweh.
I think the worst.
They were rolling
Jesus
around in
Christ.
sand.
I think picture just sand.
You're bald and bearded? Whoa. Wait, do you know this guy called Papa Gut? This isn't
Papa
dramatic
Gut?
at all. Wait, this guy, I mean, he is a drama YouTuber, but his goal is to look like Kratos.
He does look like
And
Kratos.
since you said that you're bald and bearded,
Something to note about YouTubers.
this
What a
guy,
beard, goddamn.
I know, it's great. It reminds me of Jack from Rooster Teeth ages ago.
Criticisms I labeled at Ethan is that he's a bad boss, a tyrant of a boss. I just implied that he was being taken advantage of by.
Wait, so I disagree. I agree. He did try to imply that. I just think, why would the fuck would he?
People either in his community or outside of his community, and I call them a bitch-made coward. That was like the summary of personal insults labeled at Ethan. Before Ethan even knew what my summary of.
Do you think being called a bad boss and a tyrant of a boss, is that just a personal insult?
Yeah. There's nothing really like substantial to it. It's literally just playground banter. It's playground banter for businessmen.
Okay. All right. I think I see where you're coming from.
Of personal insults labeled at Ethan. Before Ethan even knew what my video was about, he was already framing me as anti-Semitic.
But he's like, no, actually, Zionist baby killer, guys, right?
I don't know if that's
Glad you
what
made her
the
a mod.
video is.
Yeah.
I'm one of you. I fucking hate Jews too, guys. Let's get after it. Israelis have no right to defend themselves, actually. All Israelis are settlers, actually. What is he going to give me a history lesson now? Is he a historian? Yeah, he just discovered empathy, by the way, and only extends to the point where you're actually talking about Jewish people or Israelis. Then empathy stops and they should all be murdered. Bro's actually
So he doesn't say anything. He's just playing a bunch of clips of Ethan.
out there like Timothy McVeigh. He's running
I'm
to the
pretty sure
to the
it's
closest
completely
fucking kindergarten to
disconnected.
blow it up. There's a Jew. I heard there's a Jewish.
That's not what Timothy McVeigh did.
They want all
They
you guys
just wanna know
for me to just be like alone.
How low do the
Little
views?
Jew
How low
boy
do the views have to
alone.
be
Like Ethan under.
How what?
for this to just? How low did the views have to get for this to just be over?
So that's 2 million. Oh, like if he released a video, how low would it have to get?
What do you
Pretty much.
So I'm gonna
He was
say
so close.
I'm gonna say 500,000.
Scroll down.
Yeah.
A little more.
Okay.
Little more.
Yeah.
One more. Okay, a little bit more. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Keep going. I forgot how long ago this was.
What are you looking for?
Well, I guess I missed it. Go back up. Where's the airsoft? Oh, there's that.
I don't know where
There's
it
the
is.
airsoft patty. So, and then after that, not too long after that was the Dax Flame video.
Where? Yeah, Full Force. This is his most popular video, by the way.
And apparently, Airsoft Patty does not like him and has gone on record to say that Sam Hyde has treated him much better than IDubbbz ever did. Did
Really wouldn't be surprised. Although
you see what Airsoft Patty looks like now?
he lost a bunch of weight, didn't he?
He did lose a lot of weight.
No, I mean I wouldn't be surprised, but also IDubbbz has like this weird thing where he refuses to hang out with people he doesn't like. Where Sam Hyde talks a lot of shit, but he also hires a lot of people who he talks shit about.
Yeah.
He probably doesn't like Airsoft Patty being like fat and disgusting trailer trash, but he hangs out with him. They're probably like, I don't know. Just on a personal level, I kind of like I could get why people don't like Ian. He doesn't
there it
seem
is.
like
Go down. Wait,
yeah.
stop. Go down. There, stop.
Huh?
I see getting away with it. And that is probably like the turning point for
Yeah. No, absolutely.
his whole career.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Well, it absolutely is, because right after this, he starts posting about Creator Clash.
Well, because Sam has talked about it and how it was a genuine attempt to make a good video for Ian, but just his own ego gets so far His own ego inflates to a point that he can't accept that Sam wants to make his video better. This is more about him either getting some sort of, not revenge, he's trying to get something out of Sam that he probably knows he's not getting.
Like, the generous take, I think, is that Ian wanted to make it like an unbiased documentary video, and that Sam like massively obstructed that by like adding a bunch of goofs and gaffes into it that he wasn't expecting.
But it was a better video because of it.
Oh, absolutely. But, well, it wasn't, because Ian decided to ruin the video by adding that fucking stupid like comedy irony circle in the middle of it.
I understand what he's trying to do with the irony circle, but the problem is that it's not that it's wrong, it's that he doesn't seem to want to acknowledge that, well, yes, that is the case, but what does it have to do with what's happening right now?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like,
I
in the
mean,
video,
it's like,
what does it have to do with it? Like, yes, Sam is a weird guy, we understand that, but why are you trying to now spin this on the fact that, yeah, he takes shit too far sometimes?
yeah, no,
We get it.
absolutely. He went in there trying to like prove that Sam Hyde is like a bona fide KKK member comedian, and then walked away with just a guy who was kind of funny, if a little weird.
Did you ever see the poster that he gave him?
No, I don't think so.
Hold on.
And I get it, right? Like, Sam Hyde is racist. He definitely says a lot of racist shit. I don't think he likes the Jewish people or Indians or black people or whatever. And, you know, obviously that's not good. But
Okay, here it
Ian
is,
went in there with a
actual
very
link.
specific purpose that is like inhuman. He
So,
looked at
on the last-
Sam. Sorry.
Yeah. No, I'll let you finish your thought, sorry.
He looked at Sam like just a walking idea of a racist, and then was like faced with the fact that, oh, this guy is like a human comedian, and could
Like
not
most of
cope
them.
with the difference.
So at the end of that Sam Hyde documentary, I don't know if you remember, he gives him a poster. Sam
Is it
gives
in this
IDubbbz a
video? Is
poster.
it in Getting Away with It?
No, it is, but it's completely censored. Here's the uncensored version for you. Do not put this on stream.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. I remember that now. That's great. Who is that?
It's
Is
one
that
of-
Eugenia Cooney on the
That
left?
is Eugenia Cooney, yeah.
Dude, wait, I never realized. Is that a
I
fucking
think that's I Just Seen and Logan Paul, or
No.
yeah.
is that a Rick like bong?
Yeah, Rick, it's a, what's it called? It's a dab rig.
Dab rig. Okay, I don't know. I don't do drugs.
Droogs.
Year ago was saying he
Yeah,
doesn't
Sam
use
really
anti-Semitism
brain broke
in
him.
that way. He's not a guy to call anything and everything anti-Semitic.
You know, in my whole life, I've never screamed foul on anti-Semitism. I literally have been getting this shit since the second I stepped foot on the internet, and I have never fucking ever done this, okay? So the people online, they're saying, oh, Ethan's making himself a victim, or Ethan's making everything about anti-Semitism. I've done this once in my life right now. But he's like, no, actually, Ethan, the fucking Jew bag, fuck this Jew bag Zionist baby.
Wait, so his rebuttal is like Ethan very much being like, I'm gonna start saying things are anti-Semitism whenever they look like it, and then after that, Ethan says something looks like anti-Semitism, and Ian's like perplexed.
Pretty much.
What the fuck?
Killer guys, right?
I don't know if that's what the video is.
I mean, I get that he's scared and offended, but this was
It's
the
like
whole
an
fucking
explicit
point of my
social
video,
cue.
Ethan. I was saying that you shouldn't be doing this. It led to me making this video in the first place. You were triggered.
You wouldn't like me whenever I'm making content cops on you, would you?
You don't want to see me when I'm angry.
I'm pretty sure Ethan's pretty happy right now. Have you seen? You probably don't. I have to show all this to you because you're not drama obsessed like me.
No.
Ethan's loving this. The views, the money, the everything after the content cop has been insane. Wait, it says live. So he's getting like 500,000, a little over 500,000. And then IDubbbz content cop 1.5 million on a 4-hour stream.
700,000, 800,000. Then it starts to dip
1.5.
again, but then it goes back up to 1 million.
It goes
with
back
the sun.
down, goes back up, and then this came out 3 hours ago, so this will probably shoot back up again. And this isn't including like the super chats and everything. So Dude, they've got to be banging over there. That's insane. Yeah. Dude, make another one. Ethan would love it if you made another one.
Just keep going.
By this CPS harassment thing, and then you immediately equated Anissa and I to it. That was sloppy, and that was horrendous, and it was horrendous for us.
What?
And now you're doing it again.
I'm gonna watch it live.
Should you?
Yeah, I mean, I don't care. But like, why?
I just don't think. I feel like you're gonna
Ethan does not watch it live.
get really emotional and say something you regret.
I got a sub.
Well, I got
Twitch
the
can't
button.
delete me.
Like I know you don't have a problem taking it head on.
I
but
appreciate
just
it.
feel
Of course not, because I know that
You're
whatever-
understandably upset, and I feel like it might be a little.
Should we wait to talk about it, or you want to talk about it?
You should do it off stream. Because I don't know, this escalated initially because we were live and you guys were heated about I forget what
Is that
it
a
was.
song?
I just think it
No,
might be
that's not Hassan. You know what Hassan looks like.
It looks like
wise
Hassan.
to watch it, think out your thoughts, and
No, it
respond in a
doesn't.
calm way. Because there's no chance that you. don't
AB
get
has a
heated.
normal
I don't
sized
need
head.
to fucking pre-watch this. I don't need someone else to hold my hand through it. Like, I'm ready to take on anything that these
sorry.
people have to say about me. He's like, no, actually,
Sorry for
Ethan, the
myself,
fucking
but what are
Jew
the other
bag. Fuck this
250
Jew bag
rules?
Zionist baby killer,
love
guys.
rule.
I'm one of you. I fucking
that's
hate
rule.
Jews
Paper
too, guys.
rule.
You
That'd be
attacked us, so
I think my mom has some actually.
By the way, this clip showed nothing. Like, we just talked over it the whole time, but that's okay.
Yeah, because he said nothing.
Yeah, Ian was trying to say you guys attacked us, and then showed a clip of them like
talking
all
about
the
not
cast
watching the
saying
video.
don't watch it live. By the way, he proceeded to not watch it live. He watched like the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I attacked back, and now you're acting surprised and shocked, and you're doing it all on your podcast live. So naturally, you reacting live,
You
is
would
having
totally
an
be
emotional
shocked.
reaction and seeing things that honestly are scary.
I just said I vented about them not defending me. What the fuck is he like? He's actually losing his shit and I just can't believe it, dude.
I really don't get it.
So go fuck yourself.
I agree. Fair weather
Lily,
friends who are so happy to
Ethan, your
be
video
friends
has 6 fucking million views.
I know. No, here's dude.
Oh, Ian, sorry, not Ethan.
Dude, I get their
Ian.
name confused all the time. I get it.
What?
And he's
what
like
do you
shitting on
think-
them for venting and about hating people. Also, it's just a vent channel.
as long as they're getting something out of it.
Ian
many
sucks for the
E's.
same reason right now. He could say something
Don't worry
cool.
about it when it's done. Thank you,
Spineless.
though.
Our POV is like, fuck everybody, and I don't want to hear any excuses. You're not my
Yeah, that's
friend,
not
and you
venting.
never were,
This-
and you
because
never
venting
will
is
be.
nothing.
You never will
Yeah, who cares about venting,
What's very
right?
insane about this content cop is I was thinking about Ethan's feelings so much in that video. I
It's just like,
thought
who
about the
gives a
idea
fuck?
of like how I shouldn't be saying the term Zionist.
Isn't
or
he venting right now? Isn't this
Pretty much.
literally venting about how Ethan reacted to? I don't know.
Zionism
Just
in
now.
that video because I was
Can you
like,
send me
he
a new
has
GIF? I need
explained
something else to add
before
to the
that that's
screen.
personally insulting to
have-
him, and he doesn't like that. You know, regardless of how true it is, I was like, I'm going to think about Ethan's feelings and not
Hold on,
mention
I know
this.
it's here.
Fast forward to him reacting to my
Here you
video,
go.
he's just outright calling me a fucking Nazi.
Is it a coincidence that Ian really
Okay, but you do have the swastika sword.
Who
Oh,
has the swastika sword?
that's a good gif. I'll take it. Thank you. What'd you say?
Who has a swastika sword?
Ian in this photo. Look at that.
Oh.
Right underneath the mosque in the Palestine scarf.
Or the
So, this has been one of the things of controversy. It is technically not a swastika. It is a manji or
yes.
a Buddhist fucking cross or whatever.
It's how they mark Buddhist temples on maps because it's flipped from what a swastika would be, and it's not at an angle to where it looks like a diamond. It's completely like a square.
True.
That's the difference.
True, but there is a reason why you don't cosplay Richtofen from Call of Duty.
There's a good reason. What if Frank Hassel decided to go after Ian?
Um,
Do you think that could save his career?
who, Frank Hassel's or Ian's?
Ian's.
Oh, absolutely. Like I mean, it saved Boogie's. I think Boogie was like completely out of relevance whenever Frank Hassel decided to start picking
but
on him.
He's out of relevance again.
No, dude, Lolcow Live is literally making like 60,000 a month.
Damn.
It's crazy over
Shaved
there.
his head just before doing this video, and he's holding a swastika one. I mean, we can free Palestine
tab.
without being a
Okay,
Nazi.
this
You
is the
fucking
tab.
Nazis.
You're good.
How about that? Well, this is the white savior, Ian, who's just found empathy, unless you're Jewish, of course.
Ethan, people are allowed to shave their head and not be called anti-Semitic.
It's not. It's because you shaved your head. No, dude, that's a joke. Dude, what the fuck? Has he never heard of a skit? Dude, I hate this because this feels like he's just playing dumb.
He is playing dumb.
I mean, if you're going to critique his
It's not
podcast
just
or be pissed
being
off that
bald.
he personally
I mean, there
insulted
is, like-
you, even that is a...
Do you remember this from like the early 2000s? I feel like there was a shitty comic of like a skin or somebody beating up a cancer kid and calling them a skinhead.
That does sound like something that
enough.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Mike Stoklaza. I'm thinking of
Rich Evans.
no, what's his name? AVGN.
Oh fuck. Mike Stoklaza.
Matei.
No, I don't know.
Mike Matei.
Mike Matei. Oh yeah.
It feels like a Mike Matei comic.
Totally.
To be called anti-Semitic.
Brown bricks.
It's fucking crazy.
In Minecraft.
And I don't want to talk about Hassan's sword. I don't want to talk about Hassan's sword hilt.
You're the one who
because
used it.
Ethan himself basically admitted already multiple
you don't wanna
times
talk about
he
it.
doesn't think any of us did that intentionally. And he would be right.
Do I think any of them actually like wanted to put a swastika in the photo? No,
Yeah,
that's no. I don't actually think that. The chances that they did on purpose is close to zero, right? So I'm not accusing them.
I picked up a random sword in Hassan's
So then
room
why-
that was
why are
laying
you bringing
around.
this up
That
if
could
you-
be the end of the discussion. You
This
don't
just makes
actually
Ethan
need to
look
debate
good,
Hassan about
right?
the sword hilt.
I guess it
left
kind
it
of
up.
puts Ethan in a bad light because he does keep talking about it. Like he says, like, "Oh, I don't really care," but he keeps bringing it up.
All this looks petty as shit. Yeah, no,
It
absolutely.
is all petty. Everything about this is petty.
Ethan is an extremely petty person. Like he will watch somebody who makes fun of him for like weeks on end and make fun of them in return. But Ian, this guy who used to be funny, has become like he went from being like 100 IQ, which is the worst IQ to have, to to like 86. I don't know.
If it was a mistake, he could have
He's become
deleted it.
But
extremely
I'm not
stupid
gonna
and
delete
petty
the
in
photo.
return. And it's super weird because he's like, he's making points that don't make sense. He's like breaking his own points. Like he'll say something and then prove it wrong a few edits later and make it look like he's being cool. And he's also like concern trolling. He's not doing it so much in this video, but in the last video, he's like, Ethan, just come to your senses. Ethan, everybody remembers what you used to be like. You used to be so cool. And it's like, well, I don't know. Fucking Ethan, Ian used to have friends. Ian used to, I don't know. Okay, but like, look. I think his most viewed videos aren't even the ones where he says slurs. It's the documentaries and like hair cake. And like the ones where fucking Review Tech, not Review Tech, who is it? The guy who like beats them whenever they're doing like insane twister.
Oh, How to Basic?
How to Basic, yeah. So yeah. Those were great.
Because that would be indulging in your weird anti-Semitic fantasies.
We can free Palestine without being a Nazi. You fucking Nazis. How about that?
I'm done being nice to Ethan. I gave it a chance. My sincerity and my empathy in that
People
last
keep calling
video
him a
was
Zionist, right?
real.
And they like everybody keeps equating being a Zionist to like a modern day Nazi on their end. So it feels like tit for tat. Like who cares?
I was even equating to him having crash out
I
moments
think I'm
in
gonna
the
call
same
you in a
way
second.
Yeah, no
Just 'cause
problem.
It's getting a little late.
Yeah, no, thanks for coming.
No, of course. I think we're at that point where no matter what, this is never gonna get resolved. I think we all know that. We all understand that this is just this is a debacle that will either end with one of these two just putting out something that no one even cares about. It just kills the drama. Whatever. No one cares anymore.
My opinion is that that's
Or they
pretty
fight.
true. but I thought it was going to happen earlier because I thought
Another
IDubbbz fell
huge
off.
day for unemployed people. The first comment.
Dude, the comments are awesome. Joji knew the perfect time to fold his cards and leave. As an
Really
empath, I
did.
can feel you guys have some tension going on. Can't have just squatted 220.
That's the thing, because Sam took down Ian's content
My Little
about his
Pony
stupid
video.
pony game, and the thing was, he emailed him saying, "Hey, can you remove the copyright strike?" And Sam responds, "I'll remove the copyright strike if you can squat 220 below parallel."
Yeah.
And it's just like, why didn't you do that? You know how fucking shredded you will be if you could squat 220 below
Dude,
parallel.
totally. He would have been in like perfect boxing form if by 25 he was squatting 220.
He would have been.
I'm sure the Palestinians are extremely invested in this. Do you remember when Keemstar was certainly hit the second tower? Do you remember what this was? Just shitting on Keemstar?
Yeah,
those were the days.
Better times.
Yeah.
Better
All right.
times.
I'll
All right.
see you later.
Have a
Thanks,
good night.
Drew. Thank
Have
you.
a good stream.
I will. Thank you, buddy.
Bye bye.
All right, let's bounce out of there. Fuck this stupid glorp shit life.
Denims could have crash out moments. I think we're all capable of it, but he was using it in the video to suggest that I was making fun of his mental health.
To my good friend Ian of 8 years, I really appreciate you weaponizing my mental health against me.
To make Ethan crash out. He's having a parasocial weird crash out. People can have crash out moments. Maybe if Ethan's able to get some help. Dude, I'm not making fun of your mental health. Every example
No,
you
that
used
is like you're
was
telling
me
him to go
basically
get help.
saying that
This
other
is the
people
concern
are
troll
up
thing. Like almost every time, because these people have like a specific social stigma about using real insults, right? So whenever they want to call somebody stupid or acting crazy, they in their head first they think of like an actual insult, but then like, oh shit, I can't say that one because I'm in a group that would be mad at me if I said it. So they all revert to oh, you're mentally ill. You're having a mental illness moment. Why are you so mentally ill? Hassan did it like every 5 fucking minutes in the debate. Have you heard Indian Palestine? Yeah, it's Indian Pakistan. Pakistan? Yeah, they're I saw them like launch missiles or something at each other. That's gonna be crazy. I wonder what that's going to turn into, if anything larger. Hopefully not.
trying to affect you. It's understandable that you're going through this right now, Ethan. We all go through this.
But the thing is, though, is that H3 actually has like a social net for his problems. And he does this like all the time. So Ian's like coming in acting like this is the first time that H3 has had a breakdown or a moment. Whenever he had fucking CPS called on his kids and skulls sent to his house. Out of my shit with this petty shit, yeah.
To characterize anything I'm doing as crashing out, that I need help, that I need to get some kind of treatment, is cruel and pathetic on a level I didn't think he would ever be possible of doing.
Every fucking example that you tried to smear me with was me actually pointing to something else that could be affecting you. He even brought up the clip of me saying, if you get help,
disagree.
we all need help. Everyone on this...
It's a concern troll because Ethan doesn't need help. He really doesn't. I mean, he probably could have used you saying something that might have helped. But instead, this is so weird, right? I'm trying to find like an analogy because I like using real world objects to make things more relatable. It's like if you have free time, you're not doing anything, and a buddy asks you, hey, can you give me a ride? And you say no. So then they go on like a weird moment and then they like buy a new car they obviously can't afford. And then you're saying, dude, you need to go get help. And it's like, well, you should have been there. You were specifically the person they asked you for. and then you're telling them that they're like a nutcase. It's so fucking stupid.
Planet needs help. I don't care how you get it. You can wander into the jungle and go on an ayahuasca trip. I don't care how you get your help or what you do.
So he is calling him a nutcase. Why would he use like a mental, so like fucking, I'm so stupid. Mental sophistication example. I don't fucking know.
Find his help, but if it helps you, that would be good. Because
I can't take the word help seriously after this.
Right now, it doesn't seem like you're getting much help. The main criticism that I was seeing online with my video from Ethan and Hila is that I didn't mention the CPS call.
There's really just one central point that I want to make here. My good friend Ian, in his hour-long takedown, did not mention one time Child Protective Services. Not one time.
There was not even one mention of CPS.
And a lot of the clips he uses is us fired up from the day that CPS came to us.
So, like,
without even explaining that at least that's the context, it's pretty cowardly.
I wonder why I wouldn't mention the CPS call. Could it be that the CPS call happened the same day that you were shit-talking me?
Can you guys believe how insane that is? I didn't mention CPS because that was the same day you guys were saying you should have said something so they didn't call CPS. This is actually schizophrenic.
Could it be that the CPS call happened the same day that you were shit-talking me? And I didn't have any chance to defend myself. You just immediately, in the same podcast, right next to each other, said, CPS call was very traumatic. And then you said, fuck Ian and Anissa. And you...
Okay. Yeah? Wait, it's... You can come back from something. Was it really so extreme that you couldn't have been like, hey, sorry, you know, we didn't like how you talked about us, but maybe we should have done something? Is this how you're deciding to make up for your friendship for like making a faux pas? That's insane.
You linked those together, you kind of layered those flavors.
Well, he's not making up for it anymore, right? He's just outright attacking. He doesn't care.
And then Anissa and I got a bunch of harassment. We had nothing to do with the CPS call.
Also, his definition of harassment is insane. His definition of harassment is getting comments under maximum damage. Wait, I don't have it up here. Yeah, he specifically says this. He's like, how come, Ian, is this lady bothering you? Sometimes I come here like a punishment ritual, then leave. There are plenty of empathetic people doing well as influencers. Consider you guys may be doing a lot of things wrong instead of blaming other... Yeah, that's a real comment. We're looking for the funny things. It's been 3 weeks and it looks like Content Cop killed the podcast. This is your emotional dumping ground. It's horrible. That's not what podcasts are. Dude, stop emotionally dumping. It's insane. This place is actually schizophrenic. He needs to post the actual timeline of what's happening, or else, like, it's worse than useless. It's, like, it's comparable to misinformation. He needs to point, like, a timeline. Like, September 20th, Ethan gets called a Zionist first time, starts the crash out. December 30th, gives us the ultimatum. April 15th, skulls get sent. Something like that.
And be like, yes, let's make some content. And then shit talk your friends of 8 years.
I'm so fired up, I don't even know what to... You called him a light friend. You called him a fair weather friend, so... Do it myself, which is why I'm they called each other fair weather. That's a good state to be in life.
That's that. Kind of spitting.
And a lot of the clips he uses is us fired up from the day that CPS came to us.
For anyone confused about the timeline...
Oh, yeah. I don't know if there's a video about it, but there's many tweets. H3, Ethan and Hila got skulls sent to their house. Most likely real human skulls. Those are expensive. Yeah. Do they have a photo of it? Because there was a photo of them opening the package. But yeah, they had what seems like real human skulls sent to their house.
He needed them to witness this atrocious act and feel sympathy for him. I think he wanted the crew to open them because he wants them on.
I mean, if I got skulls sent to me, that'd be fine. But Ethan is in like a weird, like, other people think that they're in a violent war with Ethan, and Ethan is like, I don't want to die, but I also want to keep running my podcast.
Ethan was talking shit about us on.
Oh, okay, wait. He does provide a timeline.
The
Okay.
GPS came to us.
For anyone confused about the timeline, Ethan was.
Okay, so Ethan discovers Froggy tweets on February 28th. Ethan begins to publicly attach this editor's statements to IDubbbz. Instagram harassed no, that's not true.
Talking shit about us on his Instagram.
Ball 2 CPS happens.
Or any CPS shit. He was
Ethan
also talking
shits
shit about
IDubbbz
us on his
podcast. This feels like it's lacking a lot of context.
podcast before any CPS visit. On
It's
March
a good
7th,
start.
CPS
I just don't think it's
visits
quite all the
Ethan
way
and
of what it
Hila,
needs.
and that same
So CPS visit, Ethan and Hila talk about CPS, then shit talk IDubbbz and Anissa.
day they decide, let's do our podcast.
Like, if IDubbbz was making a different point, I could agree with him. If he was making the point that, like, him and Anissa are unnecessarily getting brought into this, that'd be, like, fine. But, it's not the point he's making.
And let's have the topic be
I don't even know what
the
fucking point he's making,
CPS
but it's
visit
definitely not
and
that.
how distraught we are about that. And then right next to that, right after it, you guys talk about me and Anissa. But you don't just talk about us. You shit talk us, and you imply that we're friends with people who are doing this, who are the ones who are harassing you.
Do you have evidence?
Like, he does... Bad Empanada just generally seems like a freaky guy. Maybe I can pull up his video, actually. Bad Empanada. Ethan Klein. Well, yeah, he's calling her a terrorist constantly. So, whatever. I have not heard anything good about him, and he probably needs to do a PR.
That
run.
H3 Snark called CPS on you?
Did I say
Like,
that?
random anonymous,
Did I say that?
Wait, what's the...
I say that?
Random evidence that H3 Snark called CPS on you?
Did I say
Like,
that?
Random anonymous
Did I say that?
Wait, what's the...
I said
Who
they're
called
primarily responsible for
CPS?
harassing me.
Who calls
Yeah, so Ethan doesn't actually make the thumbnails and titles for the videos. He might check them. I don't know for sure. This debate, I think, though, that actually was a dub for Hassan.
What the fuck? So, I don't know.
To be honest, I'm very proud that I didn't immediately jump to Ethan and Hila's defense, because when you look into the story, it actually looks a lot shittier for Ethan and Hila. And I do mean that literally. There was this H3 stream where Ethan was dumping as per usual. He was talking about his own health. He was talking about his caca breath, his dog having diarrhea, his dog having giardia.
Olive has giardia. It's a bacterial infection in the intestines that makes you have diarrhea.
His child running around putting things in their mouth.
Sonny's crawling around. He's putting everything in his mouth. He's at that age. He has giardia.
The whole family possibly having giardia.
And now Hila has giardia.
Shut. For real?
That's awesome.
And
I'll
now
watch
I
that
think this
later.
morning I had diarrhea.
Yeah, later.
What can I do to
Awesome
not
view.
get it from
Yeah, I'm
you?
trying to-
Because I'm not trying to
There
get
is
it.
everything.
It's
I fucked it up by
extremely
watching
ridiculous to get. It's you have to ingest my poop.
There we go.
Talking about the viscosity of his child's shit.
And although meanwhile he is covered in viscous, low viscosity.
Yeah.
All right, so we're getting the setup for whatever's
He
happening.
mentioned
right now.
diarrhea a lot.
Crazy diarrheas like in the middle of the night. All the time he's having these crazy diarrheas. You wash
it's
your
not
hands
about
as
a
best you
baby.
can,
You're always
but
gonna
these
be
are
worried
really
about a
nasty
baby.
diarrheas. And then extremely foul smelling diarrheas.
So, of course, Ethan, having made so many enemies over the years, other people react to his content. And when other people see that he's talking about his children getting giardia from dog poop.
Sonny's crawling around.
Yeah, this is gross. I get it. This is really fucking gross. I don't like it. I don't want to hear about this. Although I don't want to hear about child shitting all the time. This is why I don't watch H3. Not like the entire reason, but like, come on. Can you get to the point already?
He's putting everything in his mouth. He's at that age. He has giardia.
Yeah, he's a
People
kid.
are quite reasonably concerned.
Poop shaker.
And so,
The poop
yes,
shaker. Do the poop
anyone
shaker,
who's seeing
Shinji.
that content might be concerned enough to call CPS, including...
I was thinking of the thug shaker. Wait, I'm not gonna type that in because I think the real thing is way worse than the meme that I know of. Never mind.
Ethan's own chat, which, by the way, is not a measly number. It's about 26,000 at the time of this stream. So there are 26,000 people listening to Ethan go into great detail over 7 or 8 minutes about diarrhea, viscosity of diarrhea.
How does he have those numbers? Did he did he decide to shit on H3 a long time ago? I never saw anybody else catch this. Because he got the numbers while Ethan was talking about that. Wait. Okay, so there is a theory that IDubbbz didn't actually make most of this video himself. Like, he voiced it, he talked about it himself, but that almost every negative point that he's making about Ethan was actually sent to him by somebody else. So, either Ian was preparing to shit on H3, Ethan, for months before this came out, or he actually is getting a bunch of this info from other people. Or it's just completely inaccurate and he just pulled a random number. Those are your three options. He's been planning it, he's incompetent in getting it from other people, or he's just incompetent.
His child having Giardia, him and his whole family
That's
having
crazy.
Giardia. They're calling it the poop house. Now, what Ethan does, instead of taking any responsibility for sharing too much on his live stream, is that he decides to attack specific creators like Denims and say she was the source of the CPS call because her chat was reacting to Ethan and saying, wow, this is concerning.
Is on her platform right now.
I can't read that. Something do not and will not condone audience fascination? Audience PA something path. I can't read that. I have this on 1080p enhanced premium and it's not going. Ethan is attempting to smear Denims, who did not condone the CPS call.
Advocating for our children to be forcibly removed from us by Child Protective Services.
The problem with the CPS thing is that Ethan has proven to be a manipulative piece of shit.
Wait, no, he's talking about... Wait, no, I have the perfect GIF for this because this is talking about Giardia. I just have to find it. Give me... literally like 3 seconds and we'll have another GIF on the screen. Poop blast! Guys, it's like 11. I slept literally like 2 hours last night, okay? I'm powered by fumes. I think this works since we're talking about child
so when he
shitting
calls
everywhere.
on me to defend him, what the fuck am I meant to do? I don't trust you, and I'm glad I didn't trust you, because in your video defending yourself, you used...
Okay, so I think that is a give, because he said that Ian didn't trust Ethan. I think that's a giveaway that he has been planning to make this for a while, and he's just extremely incompetent.
A video that...
Oh, Denim's chat a week ago saying someone should call CPS. Call CPS. CPS, social services, Bro needs to unironically call CPS, child endangerment. If they have Giardia, they need to be taken away. If they have Giardia. So I don't think they ended up doing it. Worst father ever. Dude, that's gotta be horrible to look at. Ethan is actually very empathetic towards children. He cried on stream multiple times when seeing like dead Palestinian kids, which is like, yeah. That's pretty reasonable. So I feel like this is a bit too, these people are pretty weird. So Ethan is only... What the fuck is that? Can you address that one? Ethan is sexualizing underage girls? What the fuck? Can you address that, please? Decliner needs to take care of his kids. Giardia means leaving your dog... Oh, God.
Takes context from like 3 different places and combines them to make it seem like someone is coordinating an attack on you.
Love made a good point. You said, is this every comment? I believe this is a live feed of the chat. This isn't edited.
What about the top right? I thought these were
No, it's
selected.
this, I think when you full screen it. No, this is an edit. It's a cutout of the full chat. That's just enlarged there.
Oh, really?
Over the screen, yeah.
They're different, I think.
Yeah. It's not timed. It's not timed the same way.
But it sounds like based on this clip, you knew that it was bullshit, and you just...
No, it sounds like he knew that it was real in a very specific way. That could be hard to explain. Or it could be bullshit. I think that's 50-50.
Just went with it anyway. Ethan Klein uses this very deceptively edited video that is just like doing this smooth scroll to make it seem like...
Oh, he didn't pull it himself? Okay, so I don't think he's being deceptive. I think he's trying to justify a video that he just randomly found.
That's all of Denham's chat, but that's not what it is. And then when he's called out on it, he hides it. He moves his window over the real chat.
Also, this is not a joking matter, by the way. It can be very severe and deadly to small children. I mean, much like many other illnesses,
reading the chat, co-signing
it's very, very, very dangerous.
Now pay attention to her chat.
Have a housekeeper anymore.
Wait, why isn't
he
he
lost his
covering it
extra
there?
housekeeper. So now the house is just like covered in dog shit. And he lost his extra housekeeper. So now the house is just like covered in dog.
So I think it's pretty obvious that these are not the same. No. But because this is a different example, I would have to see what Ethan said about it.
Dog shit. And he has kids and he's...
It's pretty obvious that like the left one isn't even scrolling. I don't even think these are like... These can't be the same thing.
It's like, why does it have to be anyone else's fault but your own? Some fucking responsibility. It's just so bizarre that Ethan would expect Anise and I to make a statement when Denham's herself already made a statement about it and said that she does not condone calling CPS.
So we're talking about CPS. 1, I don't condone. 2, I've never condoned it, and you will not be able to find a clip of me saying, yes, we should do this, because it doesn't exist. I've literally given Ethan Klein credit on multiple times or multiple instances, and I will do it again right now, for not showing photos of his kids.
What is the sickness called? It's Giardia. I'll say Giardia. It's an intestinal infection marked by stomach cramps, bloating, and whatever. It is found in places typically with poor sanitation and unsafe water. It is one of the most common waterborne diseases in the U.S. Parasites are found in backcountry streams and lakes, but also in public water supplies, swimming pools, whirlpools, spas, and wells. Giardia infections can be spread through food and person-to-person contact. So true. Infections typically clear up in a few weeks. You may have intestinal problems long after the parasites are gone. Some drugs are effective against parasites, but not everyone responds to them. Prevention is your best option. That's why I don't go in public swimming pools.
Ethan initially was the openness.
So the story, I think, is like the dog got really sick and potentially got it, and then potentially gave it to the kids.
I think it's
that ended up not being true. The kids never got Giardia. Ethan and Hila were just extremely worried because Ethan has a habit of making his own sickness sound way worse than it actually is. Like, Ethan thought he had fucking lupus. For, like, very ordinary symptoms. He thought he had fucking lupus.
That you were that open,
so Ethan. I don't really trust him whenever he says that he has like a serious illness.
Of how I wanted to conduct myself and how I wanted to relate to the audience is to be open as possible about every fucking thing in my life.
True.
It is not strictly a benefit to be as open as possible on your podcast.
I mean, Ethan was just sharing his thoughts, what we were thinking. We were speculating.
Sonny's crawling around. He's putting everything in his mouth. He's at that age. He has Giardia.
We were speculating.
And now
Ethan talks very solidly. Yeah, Giardia seems like something that can be easily guarded against, or not cured, but like it won't kill you.
It's Giardia.
Shut.
Be open as possible about every fucking thing in my life. Really? How many siblings do you have?
I don't know, dude. The internet's too fucking weird to give out all that information.
Oh, you don't even want to say how many because you're afraid that it will
by all means,
compromise your
keep talking
privacy.
about it.
On top of Ethan characterizing me and my wife as anti-Semitic, he also takes a dig at my tattoos.
Bro, you
Dude, everyone digs at his tattoos. His tattoos are awful. Have you seen yourself? I feel like I said the exact same thing in the on the content cop. His tattoos are awful.
It look like
His
a
eagle
fucking
is cool.
free
That's
tattoo
it.
pack
It's
that you
not
get
even
for
done
25
particularly
cents
well.
from a
the
windy
design,
thing, bro.
it's actually done
like,
well.
Literally, my kids have cooler fucking tattoos from Chuck E. Cheese. Bro looks like he just went to the menu and was like, I'll take that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one.
I have quite a few options here.
No, this is what's insane, is that the guy who reinvented drama, I'm going to say, I've said it like 4 times.
What do you...
The guy who made Content Cop, Keemstar is surprised when somebody overreacts. Also, the guy who's like he's making fun of H3, who's the guy who's still popular because he overreacts to everything.
I can show your tattoos in all of their glory, or
sure.
Or I can show that your tattoo made it to the top of awful taste but great execution.
Dude, that's isn't that Hila? How are you saying? Are you saying that Hila's bad, or do you mean like? I don't know. I feel like that's weird.
Subreddit, which is not a good thing. I mean,
I feel like you shouldn't. Now that I don't know, that feels weird. That feels like an attack on Hila.
it might be a good thing for the artists that you work with, because that means that they did a good job from a technical standpoint, but it's sort of a failure in every other aspect, particularly the decision-making aspect. If you want to go,
I mean, look, I'm not gonna say it's the best thing ever. I'm just saying you shouldn't attack it on your 7 million
tattoo for
subscriber
tattoo,
channel.
Ethan, we can do that. You want to keep it to other things? We can. I'll give you that option. Ethan also talks about the potential CTE that I might have.
I imagine like humanistic portrait tattoos are extremely hard to do. I mean, anything where you're increasing the amount of detail, like the higher detail you get, the harder it's going to be to do. And so it's impressive that it was so accurate. I just don't see what the problem is. Like, is he saying, like, that feels like he's calling Hila ugly? Because if it's technically good and it's just a portrait of Hila, but you're saying it's bad, that feels like you're calling her ugly. Yeah, it's so nothing.
Boxing?
Yes.
Ethan, your whole system is scrambled.
No, your brain is scrambled from
I
getting
think she's
punched in the
fine.
face
I
too
think
many
she's all
times
right.
because you don't understand the situation. Some people are saying the CTE is starting to take effect, I guess. That would be comforting if there was some explanation at least.
Any amount of CTE that I may
Who's
have
that?
endured after
Oh, we'll see
doing
Hila in a
2
bit, I
boxing
think.
matches, I'm going to say is preferred over having to share.
Hila is Ethan's wife. Hila Klein.
Okay.
Oh god, this guy. I did not want to see Adam McIntyre. Fuck off. I did not want to see that guy. Oh god, that's another thing. San Bad Empanada. Nope.
What up, Hila Kleiners?
Here,
Bro,
this
with
is
Louis, I
Hila.
kind of feel like
Wife of Ethan. That's a guy. Yeah. So, there's Hila. There's, I think, one of the first Teddy Fresh shirts. Yeah. This is Adam
Okay, let's go,
McIntyre. Yeah, exactly. He's wearing a Bratz shirt. Let's get that out of the way for a moment. This guy used to be a mega fan of H3, and they slighted him. I don't even know how. And now he hates them. This is actually one of the people. Do you remember that one person? I don't remember her name. It's a little unnatural, I think, no matter what. Who's that one lady who's like the ukulele controversy lady? Colleen Ballinger. Adam McIntyre used to hang out with Colleen Ballinger, and I think I've heard that one of the rumors from like Instagram that my watches is that one of the rumors was that Adam McIntyre was groomed by her. I don't think that's the case. I don't think anybody really thinks that's the case. That's just a bullshit rumor on Instagram. But like, this guy's weird. He's super weird.
For the load of doing 50.
All of this is toxic gossip. Look it up, ukulele boy. Okay, toxic gossip train. Oh, is that the name of the song?
Hey, it's been a while since you saw my face. I haven't been doing so great, so I took a little break. So A lot of people are online and talk to you on the toxic gossip train.
Dude, this is awesome. This is a banger.
Locomotives fueled with hateful accusations.
Jumping jacks with my wife.
Jack, what if we do both do them? We'll both do 25 at once.
25 each? Oh my goodness. Great form by both.
Dude, I completely lost our place. What the fuck is Ian talking about?
Really nice. They must work out.
Also, why are you talking about CTE at all? Like, you've continually illustrated that you can't keep track of anything.
It came up because they were talking about it.
What is CTE? Chronic traumatic It cuts off an encephalopathy. It's a brain disorder caused by repeated head injuries. It causes the death of nerve brains in the nerve cells in the brain. Okay. Wait, so are you saying that Ethan has it?
On their fucking podcast, by the way,
derailed by the toxic
this
gossip
conversation
train.
by talking about it on the podcast, be like, hey, I'm not getting involved.
I think that was their response after you guys initially called them out.
He can't even keep straight who attacked who first. He thinks that our podcast where we're expressing sympathy for him and Hila was the impetus for him talking shit about us. I much prefer boxing-induced CTE than harassment-induced CTE. Ethan acts like we're such great friends.
Wait,
and
so Ethan is saying... Ethan is saying that Ian has CTE and that's why he's acting crazy. And then Ian, dude, this is such bullshit. This is so shit. What the fuck? It's like dude, it's always like SpongeBob. I hate this. Since talking to more, my brain thinks in SpongeBob analogies. I hate this so fucking much.
Like, he shared such intimate moments with me, but it's all horseshit. He's lying. Like, the whole thing is a fucking lie. He's manipulating his audience. We did not have a close relationship.
You guys were buddies for a long time.
He texted me like one time, like, hey, dude, we should talk this out. And I was like...
He doesn't show this, so this doesn't mean anything. I feel like anytime you say something about communication, you have to show it. Or show a signal that it happened, or else it doesn't matter.
I don't feel like having this conversation right now. That's it. So Ian kept trying to get me on the phone or text with me, and I told him, dude, honestly, I don't feel like having this conversation right now.
Okay.
Fair, right? I just didn't want to do it. Okay.
Just in that particular moment,
and then
or like at all.
Well, it turns out I didn't want to talk to him at all.
Okay.
If the relationship was that close, you would have talked to me on the phone. You would.
I feel like you shouldn't have stabbed him in the back, and you should have laid low while he was going through a very angry time. Simple as that. CT is what football players get before they start beating their loved ones. Jesus. Tom Brady has that?
Wouldn't have shit-talked me. You would be curious where my brain was at and where I was coming from. There's this moment in the Content Cop where I'm trying to give an example of the cycle of harassment. Have you ever been in a comment section and found someone to argue about where I was coming from? There's this moment in the Content Cop where I'm trying to give an example of the cycle of harassment.
Dude, does anybody remember the cycle of irony? Wait. IDubbbz cycle of irony.
Hi. Before we continue,
doesn't he look so much happier in this video?
The documentary. I want to take a few minutes to talk about irony.
I
wish there was a perfect way to explain to you guys why talking to Sam Hyde is frustrating. To millennials and wouldn't shit. People don't tend to do things for no reason.
I love irony.
Have you ever been in a comment section and found someone to argue with? It doesn't stop. It can literally go on forever if you don't want to touch grass.
I mean, yeah, this was kind of... Okay, what does that have to do with me?
I don't know.
Are you okay?
Yeah. No,
Ethan and Hila act like they have no idea what I'm talking about.
No, you are extremely bad at making your point.
Talking about here, so I mean, maybe they don't. It's a very obvious and easy to digest point. That's why I made it that way. I'm going to very obvious, like they have no idea what I'm talking about here. So I mean, maybe they don't. It's a very obvious and easy to digest point. That's why I made it that way. I'm going to explain it here so everyone on the internet understands. When you have a podcast where you are constantly emotionally dumping and saying things just off the top top of your head and you're attacking other people randomly. Maybe from your perspective, it's not attacking. Maybe you're just commenting on someone else's situation.
This feels like projection. This feels like complete and total projection. That's exactly what he does on Maximum Damage.
He's got to be one of the most visually repulsive people. FaZe Banks, like, in my opinion, he's somewhat repulsive to look at.
And be
pedophile. Pirates.
No. No. You can't play it like that. Ethan is not calling Mika a pedophile. That's not the full clip. He's not calling Mika's rhetoric a fucking pedophile. He's calling the CEO of Twitch that, which I don't even agree with. You can't edit it like that.
Software was like weird about. It's like, look at my old voice. It's so lame. What an obnoxious loser. She goes, I can't believe these people are so
this is normal drama
obnoxious.
stuff.
And he looks like an idiot who's obsessed with me, dude.
But what happens when other people comment on your situation? It doesn't feel too good, does it?
But he's like, no, actually, Ethan, the fucking Jew bag. Fuck this Jew bag Zionist baby killer, guys, right?
I don't know if that's what the video is.
That is the back and forth I'm describing.
Okay.
You might have thought, we were just saying that Ian and Anissa are bad friends. Well, guess what? We didn't take it that way.
Our POV is like, fuck everybody, and I don't want to hear any excuses. You're not my friend, and you never...
It was made into like kind of a depressing, melancholy edit where it's just like, oh no, what happened kind of thing. Or like, we've grown up, that kind of shit.
Oh, that shit makes me so sad. I mean, it's subjectively also just true though. Like all of you are trying to like...
It's a good lesson, I think, for the, younger people who are watching because it
happened.
Ever were.
I'm speechless. I can't fucking think right now, dude.
And
That threw me through a fucking loop.
What we took it as is Ethan and Neil are shit-talking us. They just implied that we are okay with people using CPS as harassment, and now all of their fans are brigading us. So I am going to...
Oh yeah, you had 26,809 people on your fucking... Please tell me I got that number right. I really hope I did. 20... No, tell me I nailed it. Tell me I nailed that fucking number. Fuck off. Fuck
respond in kind and make a content cop. So yes, that is what the cycle of harassment looks like.
Okay, what does that have to do with me?
I don't know.
How about you fucking Nazis? How about that?
You might think
that's not harassment. I don't believe in that.
That all of the harassment you're getting has everything to do with your politics and your idea of Israel-Palestine, but a lot of my gripes were centered around you dragging me into your shit,
But it feels like you are in the Israel-Palestine debate because you center yourself so firmly with the Palestinian reactors. They're not Palestinian. But you center yourself so firmly with the people who are on the side of Palestine, which is funny because Ethan is also pro-Palestine. He just goes about it in a lighter sense than you guys, so I don't know.
You knew that you were going through a lot, and you were saying, I'm hurting, I'm now going to make them hurt because they're not putting their head on the chopping block. Fuck you, you're a piece.
Wait, you think it's a chopping block if you say that... You think you're gonna get executed if you say that Ethan isn't a horrible dad? Am I taking the correct message away from this?
Now going to make them hurt because they're not putting their head on the chopping block. Fuck you, you're...
He thinks he's gonna be socially executed if he speaks out for Ethan. You're fucking me. That's insane.
Piece of shit. I'm sure there's anti-Semitic people that are attacking you guys, but they're not me, they're not Anissa. It's not Hassan. It's not all these other creators that you're attacking.
Okay, well. I don't know if I'd go that far.
Biggest victim on the internet, Ethan. Other people can experience a horrible fucking time. And guess what? They're not getting this other benefit, which is 26,000 viewers. You're getting a lot of money and a lot of content, a lot of things that you care about from these beefs and from this harassment. There are a lot of people that you...
I mean, duh, you're... Okay, wait, so... Would Ian consider this video harassment? What's the standard for Ian for harassment? Because I have not figured that out yet. Because right now it seems like if something as simple as a comment is harassment, then making a 30-minute video to your 7 million subscribers, some of which are loyal to you, that absolutely seems like you're harassing Ethan by your own words. Right? This wouldn't be harassment because it's not against him. I think Ian. Oh yeah, you're right. It's when a comment is against Ian, it's harassment, but when it's against Ethan, it's not. Okay, I see.
You've just bullied, and they have nothing to gain out of it. Frogan isn't making a bag from this. She's not getting content out of it.
She absolutely is. She absolutely is.
You're attacking her in relentless
She's not getting 26,000 viewers, but she's getting probably double what she normally gets.
Ways, and endorsing so much worse harassment than what even you send her way.
The shit he said and posted about Frogan over the past years is like insanely nasty shit.
Yeah.
Worse than anyone I've seen. If this is true, absolutely mind-blowing, insane shit.
Hold on, it's not worse than anything you've seen. How could it be worse than anything you've seen?
Literally, no. I guess
he was
not.
very nasty.
Well,
I'm just saying, people like fucking want to like lay down and fucking like.
I'm talking about specifically against Frogan.
But like he called her fat, right, and ugly, which is horrifically mean. I get called a fucking baby killer.
I was talking specifically about
That's way
Frogan.
worse than being called fat and ugly, in my opinion.
Also, on
that feels very self-centered. That seems like he's like intentionally misunderstanding it. Okay, sure. Was that the point you were trying to make? I don't fucking think so.
Top of Ethan and Neela constantly victimizing themselves, I did notice that as soon as we didn't immediately jump to Ethan and Neela's defense.
Oh wait. Was that actually a decent? That might have actually been okay. Wait, what did he say before the clip?
Relentless ways and endorsing so much worse harassment than what even you send her way.
The shit he's...
Wait, so he's endorsing? No. Okay. No, he fucked it up.
Dude, I almost gave him one. I actually almost gave Ian a W. This clip does not show Ethan endorsing harassment against Frogan. I'm sorry. It just doesn't. Jesus Christ.
I'm experiencing like 80% brain death right now.
Also, on top of Ethan and Neela constantly victimizing themselves, I did notice that as soon as we didn't immediately jump to Ethan and Neela's defense, Ethan took that to heart and he started to make that his employees' problems.
He was literally
instead
asking
of just
you for help
sucking it up and taking it on himself. He decided to imply that Lena is going to have a problem with that.
A lot of this has ramifications for the crew. The way that they have it set up is basically, if Lena were to drop out, she would lose, like, she would have to pay back like $25,000 or something like insane. And besides that, which I told her I would cover if she wanted to drop out, she's working really hard. And just because I'm having an issue with what's going on,
he doesn't date anything
on here.
You bringing up Lena dropping out of the fight was you publicly showing to your fans, like, I don't approve of this. You were saying this shit.
No, it's him publicly. Oh my god, dude. I'm so glad this is almost over. I don't think I could handle much more. He's showing that he doesn't have confidence. It's not that he doesn't approve. Maybe he does approve, but he thinks you're going about it in a bad way. There's a lot of different things to read from that.
Shit before the content cop even came out.
Which I told her I would cover if she wanted to drop out.
But now you are saying that you didn't have a problem with any of it until I made the video.
I was totally on board until the organizer put out a video calling me a psychopath for harassing his friend.
Obviously, Ethan and Neela will victimize themselves every chance they get. But
can we not switch from topic to topic so quickly, please? Can you smooth the fucking transition between Ethan and Neela are victimizing themselves to, oh, you actually want a creator clash to fail, to Ian, fuck off. Ethan and Anissa are victimizing themselves.
But when they have the chance to victimize someone else who's on their crew, they'll also do that.
You already forced Lena into this horrible situation. And again, you forced this.
No. It is, okay, wait. We don't have the full context for this because we're not watching even a minute of the podcast, right? But if we're taking the generous route, he's saying that the deal is a bad deal this time around, which might be different from the first 2 creator clashes. We don't know, because this time the fighters would actually be liable to pay back what they owed, rather than just being handed free money. But it's a very different situation in this content creator space. I don't know if I would agree with that if I knew the full context of the contracts and everything that was going on, because I just don't know. Yeah.
Situation on her.
Why would I do such a thing to Lena? Dude, you have as much agency as I do. You didn't have to badmouth me on your podcast. That was a choice that you
didn't have to badmouth him in like an hour-long stupid bullshit fucking horribly made video.
You made.
So go fuck yourself.
I agree. My good fucking friends who I stood by after all these fucking years.
What's the joke here? Where's the funny?
Can't find a spine to speak up.
Oh, the organizers of this event are not jumping to my defense? All right, well, maybe instead of shit-talking them, maybe I should zip it.
So go fuck yourself.
I agree. You already forced Lena into this horrible situation. And again, you forced this situation on her. By the way, IDubbbz, Lena's fucking having a panic attack.
So go fuck yourself.
Wait, they're talking about Adam McIntyre. They're not even talking about... This is actually manipulative as fuck. Wait, wait, before I say that, I have to rewatch this, because I'm looking for something.
Zip it.
So go fuck yourself.
I agree. You already forced Lena into this horrible situation. And again, you forced this situation on her. By the way, IDubbbz, Lena's fucking having a panic attack.
So go fuck yourself.
I agree.
But you're just lobbing it to me and Anissa. I'm lobbing it back to you.
What was the point? What was the point? Dude, I have to be crazy. What the fuck was the point? I can't find it. I can't find where fucking IDubbbz thinks that any of this is poignant or funny. What fucking point is he making? I'm not even missing anything. I'm going back to make sure I don't miss anything, which is probably annoying as fuck for you guys, right? But like, I cannot find what is happening.
You're the one who brought it up. If you lob it back to me and you say, well, I didn't have your back publicly. Well, fuck you. I'm going to...
So he's saying, let me try
on their
this
crew,
again.
they'll also do that.
You already
saying even didn't have a problem with any of it until
you wanted having an issue with what's going on here.
Let's go from here.
You bringing up Alina dropping out of the fight was you publicly showing to your fans, like, I don't approve of this. You were saying this shit before the content cop even came out.
Which I told her I would cover if she wanted to drop out.
But now you are saying that you didn't have a problem with any of it.
Wait. What if Lena wanted to drop out and he's talking about it, making it public so that maybe you can offer her a better deal? We don't have the context. We can just make up context for this situation all fucking day.
But until I made the video.
I was totally on board until the organizer put out a video calling me a psychopath for harassing his friend.
Obviously,
right?
Ethan and Neela will victimize themselves every chance they get. But when they have the chance to victimize someone else who's on their crew, they'll also do that.
After this came
you already
out
forced Lena into this horrible...
Ian, I don't want to watch the previous video. Try to find it. Ian published this while the podcast was live, and called Ethan a horrible, terrible boss. And now suddenly, Lena is like, "Oh God, people are gonna boo me because they think I'm working with and for a tyrant."
Situation. And again, you forced this situation on her.
I don't see how this is...
Why would I do
Ethan's
such a thing to Lena? Dude, you have as much agency as I do. You didn't have to badmouth me on your podcast.
Are you just saying that Lena should get thicker skin? Because I feel like that would pretty explicitly go against everything you've said in the last couple of years.
That was a choice that you made.
No,
so go fuck
it
yourself.
just doesn't make sense.
I agree. My good fucking friends who I stood by after all these fucking years can't find a spine to speak up.
Oh, the organizers of this event are not jumping to my defense? All right, well, maybe instead of shit-talking them, maybe I should zip it.
So go fuck yourself.
I agree. You already
They're not even talking about Ethan. They're talking about Adam McIntyre.
forced Lena into this horrible situation.
Wait,
and again,
no. I
you
might be wrong on that one. I think I'm wrong on that one. I think they are talking about Anissa because they didn't come defend him. But they, to be fair, also at this point, Anissa and Ian are making like really snide shit on their Twitter. Anissa's is hard to find because she actually deletes stuff. IDubbbz doesn't. So a few, like, whenever Ethan called on Ian to defend him, thanks for retweeting a star on the fucking Twitter. I had the tweet last time. I might just find it in my fucking... Here it is. This is what I was looking for. This is what Ian tweeted right after they got called on to, like, please say something. Just out of curiosity, were you ever Ethan's friend? Did he reply to this one? Nope. I'm all for dunking on Ethan, but your friend's making fun of his dead dog and accusing him of abusing of his kids. It's wild. Did he respond? Stop being parasocial, bro. I'd probably be pretty parasocial too if I was stupid. Sorry, dude, it's like midnight. I can't imagine that kind of response. Just like, hey, I think it's bad whenever you accuse somebody of abusing their kids and dogs. Bro, you're just being parasocial right now. You're being so parasocial. It's 7 a.m. God, yeah. I wish it was 7 a.m. here so I could be asleep. I got called parasocial, actually. Let's go to the channel. There was no response to it. Oh, wait. Did that guy delete his comment? There was another comment here. I guess you even know friends posting parasocial reaction videos. I don't get how this is parasocial at all.
this situation on her. By the way, IDubbbz, Lena's fucking having a...
I woke up. I couldn't sleep last night because the cat threw up and the smell was keeping me up. It really fucked me over.
Panic attack.
So go fuck yourself.
I agree.
But you're just lobbing it to me and Anissa. I'm lobbing it back to you. You're the one who brought it up. If you lob it back to me and you say, well, I didn't have your back publicly. Well, fuck you. I'm going to lob it back.
No, the point is that you put one of your fighters in a very bad place where they have to choose between their employer and their event. Their party, their celebration of their athletic skills, and their like daily employer who you call a tyrant and a horrible boss, and you're acting like a savior. That's not Ethan's fault.
Can say right? You're being irresponsible on your podcast and you're not taking any accountability for the shit you're putting out online. I think that's going to do it for this video. There's a lot more that I can share, but I'll save that for the future. And
so he's making a third video. That's what everybody's assuming. I actually don't think he'll make a third one.
And in closing, I will reiterate so that, you know, there's no ambiguity about it. Anissa and I are no longer involved in Creator Clash. We're stepping down completely. We hope that the event is a massive success.
I kind of disagree. I think they'll end up fighting each other because they need another boxing match on the card.
This year, we hope that all the fighters get what they wanted out of it. I'm sorry that I'm such a fucking nasty person who just wants to roll around in the shit.
Sheriff.
I'll put the link to Creator Clash down in the description if you want to support them in their mission to get creators to fight and raise money for charity. You can do that down there. I will be doing that on my own, and I hope you guys have a good time. Also, for all the people who touch grass, I want to remind you to click the like button on this video, not so it goes in.
So I actually thought that the negative comments I got were people... Wait, I'm on the wrong one. I thought it was people who were like unbiased. They just didn't want to hear drama, but they're actually like pulling straight shit from this video. Except for this guy, I think this is actually a kid who just called me gay. I don't really care. Get therapy. I can't because Creator Clash is going to pay for it, but they lost, so I'm therapyless. Delete your YouTube, touch grass. Humanity doesn't need yet another low effort and low quality drama slop channel. Oh no. Because you have no friends. Okay, buddy. You're commenting on one. That got caught. That is not going on the
just
public one.
specifically so that we can add a counter narrative, or I can get an idea of how much astroturfing is out there, because I know that a lot of these fuckers, they love their
Creator Clash is literally astroturfed.
dislike button extensions, and I saw that shit and I was like, what the fuck, these are all like fabricated numbers. The like dislike ratio was like 80-20 on my video, and then they tried to create a narrative of like, no, people actually hate this content cop, guys. It's actually so much worse. Like, bitch, like, people were more upset with like my wife being on OnlyFans. You're not—
Whoa, that's crazy. They actually cared that much? Also, again, this literally could be any video he's showing. This does not have to be, like, he could have just screenshot a single video and just like, oh, that's way worse.
I'm not gonna convince the internet.
Also, how's this a W?
That fucking Ethan Klein isn't being a piece of shit. Like, sorry guys, it doesn't matter how many dislike extensions you have.
We can free Palestine without being a Nazi, okay? Yeah, fuck you guys too, okay? How about you fucking Nazis? How about that?
It's blatantly and obviously fucking disingenuous. This shit blew my fucking mind. Like, this is
Dan reacting to bad faith accusations of anti-Semitism towards
fucking insane. And like, dangerous. He is going out of his way to slander you as a neo-Nazi.
Dan needs to get some sleep.
That can get you hurt.
Like, genuinely, like, I feel maybe that was a rough day or something. Oh, we have to watch this outro. If anybody's on like just audio.
You are my best friend. You are the
nice abs.
You are the legend. Thank you, Ethan Klein. You are my best friend. You are the rent payer. You are the legend.
What the fuck? What the fuck was that outro? This was I didn't want to watch this originally, and then I got to like the 9:30 mark when I was supposed to start my stream, and I was like, fuck, I have to watch something and I don't feel like playing anything. I like, you know, the last video I was like, hey Ethan, here's how you fix Creator Clash, here's how you fix your own video. There is no criticism, I think, for this video. This just needs to be like burnt from the ground up and like built anew. This is one of the worst things I think I've seen. Like, I thought the content cop was bad. This is somehow worse. This is somehow like deep dive on PP. That's not a bad idea, actually. Go through PP lore. Genuinely, this like might have been one of the, oh my god, worst drama videos I think I've ever seen. Like, I watch a lot of slop just to like pass the day, but like, if you have any knowledge about the context of this situation, here's how I view it. Here's my general views about drama. I don't care. It's TLC bullshit. None of these people are real. They go away whenever I turn my computer off, whenever I'm not actively on YouTube, okay? A good drama video reveals as much context as possible, and a great drama video reveals a great amount of context in a quick span that comes across easy and gets a point across. A bad drama video obscures context, repeats itself, and either has too many points or no point. So many points that it gets obscured, or no point, so it's just a blunt edge. It's just round when you're looking for like sharp, whatever. I do have another deep dive. I'll write that down actually. I wanted to do PP. I can't listen to PP actually. I saw a YouTuber got it got taken down recently for it. But I will do a deep dive on PP lore. Not this time because I'm dying. This video killed me. This video took all of my energy. It sucked me off like a vampire. But that's not a bad idea for Friday. Because I don't want to start any games anytime soon. So PP lore is not a bad idea. That'll be Friday or Monday, I think. Jesus. Woohoo! He has a website? Not secure. Your connection to this website is not secure. Oh, there's nothing here. Okay. So I guess to finish this off, the only other things that I have to mention is they have finally taken off people from the card. Funky Frogbait and LA Beast are now fighting ghosts. And they've added a thing now where whenever you buy a ticket, I believe there is now just a donate button. Yeah, here it is. So you can just donate. This money does not go through Creator Clash, simply their payment processor. Meaning this money skips through Creator Clash entirely. They are just a facilitator. That makes this whole thing pretty unimpressive. I forget where it was. Stand up for cancer. So this kind of the Pink P has diabetes. Whoa. Yeah, if you want to come on stream in next time, that'd be great. PP lore would be awesome. PP lore drop. So this is cool, great. Tons of kids getting cancer knocked out. Awesome. The only thing is that this looks cool, right? Hassan donated 210,000. IDubbbz donated 15,000, whatever. These are just affiliate links. They have not actually donated that much money, and it's not going to Creator Clash. It is entirely going to Stand Up for Cancer, which is great. Okay? There's nothing bad about that. Unless it turns out that Stand Up for Cancer turns out to be like a scam or something. But otherwise, I think that's awesome. I didn't set this up right. I'm so fucked. Kill me. The reason Hassan has donated so much money is because he hasn't. These are through affiliate links, through viewers. And he only donated this much, or got people to donate this much, because of a stupid fucking competition between him and Ethan Klein. Which, you know what? If you have a competition for who can donate the most money to charity, that's great. I feel like the competition misses the point entirely, because it was supposed to be about money that goes to Creator Clash, not necessarily cancer. So what happens whenever you raise $1 million for cancer and then Creator Clash still fails?